No worries, sir. No worries.
Uh,
So, we're talking about religion. We're talking about truth.
okay.
Do you have a question or a statement?
Uh, do I have a question about which one? Sorry, which one are you talking about?
Well, we're talking about the Bible, which says of itself that it is truth. The sum of your word is truth, and all of your righteous rulings, your laws, endure forever. So, what we had
I
been
see.
talking about earlier were scientific laws. And when I say the word law, just go ahead and equate it to Torah, because every
Okay.
law is given to us that is eternal,
In a
universal, and changing
scientific
is
way, I
Torah.
suppose.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, that's an interesting start. So, because I think the same way actually, sir. Like there must be sort of some kind of scientific grounding in, as you say, law. I actually think that's the appropriate word to use
So I
as
don't know if
well.
you're getting
What?
away from your microphone, but it's beginning to get echoey.
Oh, is it really? I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Can you hear me now?
Yes,
Did
sir.
any
Can
of
hear you
that
much better.
not come through? Right. So I'd like to ask you because you seem quite clued in with regards to things such as like equating scientific phenomena with spiritual or religious, however you want to call it. Would you
Thank you,
say
sir.
that the word truth or the term truth can be quantified in units? It's a weird question. If I may
Actually, that's not a weird
explain,
question, sir.
kilogram, for example, for
Sure.
mass, and do you know what I mean? Is truth
Absolutely.
does have it have SI units?
Absolutely, sir. You have to have units, and the units of measure, what you're talking about, must be consistent, or
Yes,
you
yes,
couldn't
yes.
use the units of measure. They would be irrelevant.
Because the way that you were relating truth to many different things is kind of like a way of converting units. As long as they're consistent, you can kind of get to one from the other. It's just a different way of looking at it. I thought it was quite interesting the way that you set that up. So I was wondering if you, as the creator of that situation, had any thoughts around what the units of truth might in fact be. Is it one over true or something? I mean, I don't know.
Well, when you're actually equating that to a mathematical equation, it would be x is x, a is a. You know what?
Hmm.
That is one of the most fundamental. I'll get it out here in a second. I need more coffee. Most fundamental equations in all of algebraic mathematics. A
The
is
identity, yeah.
a.
Yes. I see where you're going. I see you're using the kind of like you've gone back further than I would have. I think, which is I pays me to say because it's like watching someone who knows what's going on, who knows how to do it masterfully. So I'm applauding you again, sir.
Thank you.
Yeah, you've come back from equations that kind of try to balance many different things to a very fundamental.
Well,
I
and
quite
that's what
correctly
I'm
put it.
talking about with it being fundamental. Fundamental means foundational. I mean, when you have a foundation, such as I live in or actually I'm working in an older building built in about the
Mhm.
1800s. It has
Mhm.
a solid foundation of concrete. It ain't going nowhere. But then again, we have some other buildings down the road that were built real close to a creek and on sand, and that has a very shallow or very loose foundation. And when
Mm.
that foundation moves, the entire structure falls apart. Well, the reason I say all this is because the structure that we're talking about is the truth of any statement. Any statement of truth is built on what's
Mm.
called the justification. See, truth is that which comports with reality. Truth is that which is real. In the real
Yes.
world, in real time, observably, testably, repeatably, measurably so. Good point there. So, in order to
Yes.
have these units of truth, as you asked about, then those units of truth would be individualized to each individual statement